I am a huge, here I'm gonna wear with a little attitude, how about that? I am a huge, hello. I am a big fan and a huge advocate of wearing hats. I live in the state of Florida. And I wear hats all the time because again, I'm outside a lot, I play a lot of tennis, and we've got to cover our face. You want to protect it. Well, the problem is for most hats, in fact, all the hats I own do not keep my head cool whatsoever. I have baseball caps and I get really hot in them. Well, imagine if you had a cap that actually is cooling when you're wearing it. And that's what we're talking about right now. It is our Arctic Hat Unisex Cooling Cap or hat. I have two different choices for $17.95, and we have 3 flex pays. This is a customer pick. It's one of your favorite items. We brought it back in specifically for tonight's show. And again, we have either choice at $17.95. Basically, one size is gonna fit pretty much everybody. Well, Yvette's joining me. She's gonna tell you all the details. How in the world does this keep us cool on a very hot day? Yvette, it's always good to see you, sweetie. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, we look at pretty cute in our hats, huh? Well, let me tell you, when you go outside, you're gonna put a hat on anyways. You're definitely gonna have a hat on. So why not wear one that really does have technology? This hat's gonna cool you in actually 3 different ways. The first way that you're looking at, I'm holding the cap here, and then we have the hat. You see the reflective barrier here. This is an advanced reflective barrier. It's gonna reflect 99% of the sun's harmful rays right off the bat. I mean, that's incredible. Think about one of the shades that we used to put, well, actually not used to, we still do, right on the dash of our car to keep, to protect the dash. It's the same technology. So you're just knocking those barriers, the UV light away immediately. Then you have a ventilated panel right in there. Yes, you can show that a little bit better than me. Thank you. So now you're having airflow right in your head, right? So that's where everything gets hot. Now, when you open, oh, here we go. This is great so you can see. Inside, there is a liner. This is called hydrochill technology. That liner inside, there you see the rays being reflective, 99%. The inside, that UV liner, now what that does is when water hits it, and that would be perspiration from your head or water that maybe you put on it, it is going to make your head immediately 80% cooler than what it is outside, immediately. But it's not going to just be cool for a few minutes, Suzanne, because of that evaporative cooling liner. What happens is that water is going to gradually evaporate. So that means that you're going to have that cool sensation for hours, not just immediately. And that is what is the technology. This is a patented technology in this hat. So first of all, you have a hat that is extremely comfortable to wear. It's a great neutral color, so it's going to go with everything. And you have it on your head. How comfortable is it? You barely feel that it's
very,
on,
very lightweight. Right? It's extremely lightweight, yes, and it's very, very comfortable. And I think it's really stylish, actually. I'm kind of wearing it a little really jaunty, but it's super cute.
Yeah, very cool. But this brim, this is a 4-inch brim. I mean, that's going to cover all the way your shoulders, your chest. You have a toggle right here. So this is a great choice if, say, you're doing something like if you're on a boat, fishing somewhere where you're going to catch some wind and you want it to stay on, use this one because it'll hold it on there. It is adjustable in the back as well as the cap. I know that you play tennis. The cap is a great choice for anything athletic. If you play tennis, my husband is a golfer. He traded in those expensive hats that do nothing but just sit on his head. There you go. Thank you so much for showing that. And, the thing is, this has been a customer pick since we brought it last year. Reason is it works. It works. You'll see. I invite you to take a look at the reviews because what everybody says is, I gave this to my son who is a gardener or someone who loves to ride bikes or hikes. Or there you see it. Anything outdoor, anything where the sun is going to be beating down on you and maybe it sends you inside or, sooner than what you would like to. If you wear this Arctic hat, you really will be able to stay out there longer because you are going to stay cooler longer. And I mean, that's a comfort feeling, but really it's something that is it's health wise, it's really
Oh gosh,
important to
yes, it's
stay,
so
right?
important.
To stay cool and stay
Well,
hydrated
and
and all these
Yvette, I got
things.
a question. I want you to go back because you said right off the bat, it's gonna protect you from, what's the percentage of the rays?
99%.
Okay,
And that
because
that
that's
is
without it
proven.
being wet. Once it's wet, whether it's
Yes,
perspiration or you physically wet it,
right.
what was the difference again? Because that was the shocker for me.
It's going to keep you 80% cooler. It really is.
How could, no,
And
wait, guys, think about that. 80%, that's dramatic. And gosh knows,
right.
how many of you are either outside or you know someone who has a job that's outside all day long. And maybe they're working on the
Yes.
lines, maybe they work for the local county and they're out mowing grass all day, maybe they're in landscaping, maybe they're in construction. I mean, there's so many people who could use this. Maybe you love to garden, maybe you
Yeah.
love taking long walks outside, maybe you spend a lot of time outdoors like I do playing tennis. This is a game changer because again, we
Yeah.
know the dangers. I hate to say it, but I have a lot of my friends and they've been out in the sun playing tennis for years and years, and we put on as much SPF as we can, and we try to be so careful, and yet guess what they go? They're going to the dermatologist all the time. It's unfortunate,
Yeah.
but when you're in Florida, you spend a lot of time outside. You want to protect your face, you want to protect your head. This is not only going to protect you from the sun rays in an amazing amount, but it's also going to cool you down. And we all know, Yvette, how many times we've heard people who have had trouble in the summertime, especially when it gets super duper hot, and they've got to
Yeah.
go inside, they got to get in the shade, they got to get cooled off. Man, imagine what a big difference this is going to make. And if you don't buy it for
Yeah.
yourself, buy it for someone who is outside all the time. Or maybe someone who just loves to go hiking. Again, my nephew,
Yeah.
they love to hike out in Arizona. In the summertime, are you kidding me? It is scorching hot. Again, this is going to make a massive difference. By the way, cap outselling the hat, although I think the hat looks fantastic. The cap is the most popular, guys. Don't let this sell out on you, and it's on sale tonight. Normally it's $19.95. We've taken a couple bucks off. We've got 3 flex pays. I do want to show my little demo before we run out of time. We've got a light up here. I'm going to hit the light with my little scanner, and it's reading 145 degrees. Now, I have not wet this hat at all. So this hat is just sitting there with the same amount of sun on it, sun, quote unquote, and we're showing 78 degrees. And that's without it even being wet, guys. If I were to wet that, this would obviously be a whole lot less if we have that wet. So again, 145 to 78 degrees without it being wet. That's a pretty dramatic change just by changing the cap you're wearing. And you live here in Florida with us too. We know how important it is to
Yeah.
protect your head from the sun.
Yeah, of course. And, remember, this is technology. This hat has technology in it. And that's what makes the difference. Of course, you're going to put on a hat to get that shade, right? You're going to get that shade. But here, you have the reflective barrier. So before anything else happens, boom, 99% of those rays, and those are the harmful rays that are, they really are harmful for your skin. So those are being reflected right away. Then you have the ventilated airflow. But then that evaporative cooling liner right in there, the minute it gets wet, and we perspire from our head, so it's going to get wet pretty quickly, but right away you're going to feel that instant cooling sensation. And then because that water, that perspiration is going to evaporate gradually, it's going to stay cool. Now this is something that you feel it there. You can throw this in a backpack, in a purse. It folds up so easily because it's an endurance material. It's a high performance material. It's like one of those expensive fishing shirts that you would buy. So there's a lot of technology here. It's cute. It's
I think it's
adjustable. It's for
adorable.
you.
I think it's
It's
really,
for your
really
kid.
cute.
It's for your kids. I mean, you
Oh
want to
gosh, for
protect
the
your kids.
kids.
They'll wear it, but there's just so many activities outside that we love to do. And now you can stay out there and you can enjoy those longer,
And you know what I like? You don't
safely.
look geeky in it.
No,
Because
I
a lot of
think
times
it's
you try to get
cute.
those big old hats and they just look so awkward and
Right.
big and geeky. And again, we're also big boaters. And down here, I spend so much time out in the sun, we have to be so careful. If you guys do the same thing, you've got to protect yourself. What an awesome way to do it, wet or dry. I mean, dry, right out of the gate, you're getting a ton of protection.
Right.
Add the wet, and now you're cooling. I mean, it's kind of the best of both worlds. And if you guys love to go to those big amusement parks in the summer times, and you want to be able to spend a really long period of the day out without getting overheated, try the hat. I think this to me, Yvette, is a game changer. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, remember, one for you, and I know that we all have loved ones out there that It might just be you take walks, your dog on a walk, you know, that might be it, or hiking, or I know everybody's out there improving their yard and making it look beautiful now. Well, put one of these on and you're going to be a lot more comfortable doing
True.
whatever activity that you're doing.
So true. And if you know anybody who works outside, oh my gosh, please get them this. All right, Yvette, we got to go. Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye, Yvette. Okay, guys, I want to
Bye.
give you a quick update on our today's special before we move on our Beat the Heat. And this is definitely beating the heat. We have now sold almost 1,000 in just last hour alone. We're not going to take a full look at it this hour. So here's kind of our mention of it. Why has it been so wildly popular right out of the gate? Because for the first time ever, our AC system now does 4 jobs. It's a very, very powerful air conditioning unit. It's a dehumidifier. It's a fan, a really powerful fan actually. And here's the big deal, guys. It's now a heater. So you can truly use this all year long. How about staying comfortable all year long with our unique 4-in-1 system? This is awesome. It cools, it heats, it's fans, it's dehumidifier. If you compare it to our other units, even on hsn.com, you can find window units on hsn.com that are more expensive, and all they do is cool your air. This does so much more. It's year-round comfort. Now, here's the story. I have about 5,000 left for the rest of the entire day. Understand, we sold almost 1,000 in 1 hour. Okay, do the math. It's not going to last long. So if you're kind of on the fence on it, maybe you did see the full presentation, I would absolutely order it now. You can always send it back if you don't love it, but I think it's going to blow you away. We got ours down to a temperature of 37 degrees when I was using my little heat gun thermometer or my little temperature thermometer. And tonight we have 5 flex and we reduced the shipping. By the way, you need a window and you plug it in about 5 minutes, you're going to have a really crisp, cool air. And by the way, it also covers 500 square feet. So